Hey guys, Sunday, December 7th, 2025. You know what time it is? It's time to go over the uranium sector. So I'm going to start off with the uranium spot price using the Elliott wave theory. So far, nothing's really changed other than we kind of hit a peak here around 82-ish and now kind of pulling back. Stokes are still looking strong here. But mind you, these are monthly closes, so it's going to take a while for these indicators to kind of catch up. So let's look at some things here. If you've been watching my channel, you're aware of that we're now, it could go sideways to lower. And if it's going to go sideways to lower in regards to the uranium spot and the uranium sector, one price you want to watch is you want to make sure we don't take out $64. That's our wave 4. The analysis indicates the projection cycles that we might probably kind of dip here a little bit, and then we're probably going to resume the trend and push higher and eventually test 136, pretty much our high that we made here in 2007. But the forecast is sideways to lower. Now, if I'm wrong, we're going to take out 82, 83, and we're just going to continue grinding higher. But my analysis is not indicating that. It's indicating sideways to lower. And I know you're like, well, the fundamentals and this and that doesn't make sense. I am aware of that. I just have to follow the models. If my model is wrong, we're going to continue going higher, and that's good. I'm still long the uranium sector. If my models are right, this is the time where you just have to kind of hold your positions, and or if you want to get out, that's fine too. Whatever, whatever makes sense to you in regards to risk management. But it's going to be a short-term correction and then resume the trend. That's what the forecast and the analysis is showing. So looking at Elliott wave theory, you don't want to take out 64. If it goes below 64, then something's wrong. And it could, I don't know, maybe it could be a nice deep correction and then resume, but we don't want to take out wave 4. Let's go, let's see, GAN. So our GAN box here, I know we went as high as 106-ish. This is our halfway point, which is around 97, I guess. And now we kind of struggled here in this angle, which is like 82. So we're going to kind of be in this world between here and there. So nothing there. Let's look at our lines. I don't have anything there. But pretty simple. Wave 5 target up here, 136. This is going to be the area right here to just kind of watch. Between 82 and 64. Let's go to the next clip. So this is my master chart on the uranium spot price, and let's kind of zoom in. Let's get a little closer right there. I think there is good. So my spectrum cycle analysis, let's get even closer. We got a red one bottoming out somewhere around next year, and we got these green and blue, they're topping out here, and then they dig in deeper. So out of all these three, I made a composite. Let's close that out. And this is a composite of all these 3 cycles. The composite is showing us that we're right now where the correction or sideways price action is going to be happening. So don't be alarmed if you are long or if you are bullish. It's just part of life. It's just cycles. It's just things that happen. We can't just always go straight up. So it goes sideways to lower. Gives the bears an opportunity, or, spook some of the weak bulls that are in the uranium sector. Shake things up a little bit. But once the phase of the correction sideways consolidation cycle ends, then we will resume the trend higher. So right now you don't need to be alarmed, but if you are and you're concerned, then you can log in profits. That's fine, and then come in when things start going up again. That way, that reassures you that you're not going to lose any money. But anyway, we're going to be entering a phase of correction to sideways to lower. Sometimes it might not even go lower, it just goes sideways. I've seen that also. Here, the Bradley model indicated somewhere around October the 13th. I know some of the stocks that I looked, 16, 20, you know, that week of the 15th, 16th. So we were, I mean, these are monthly. So I mean, I can't imagine, I'm amazed at how accurate this thing was. I mean, even using monthly data, the Bradley model picked the 14th. And if you look at these stocks, some of them peaked around that week or then the next week. But anyway, I digress. This is another indicator that I use, and it's also showing possible turning points. So let's get that out of the way. So this is my forward-looking projection model to just kind of tell me, you know, looking over the horizon, see what could be coming up. This is a moving average I use, 66.96. And right now we're at 75.80. That's our November close. So we're looking into December. So we made as high as 82. We took out this close here, 78. I know the UX1 is somewhere around 75 something. UX2, I think, is 79, somewhere around this. So it's kind of fluctuating there. Put our Gann square. There's a midpoint coming around May. Be interesting to see once we get there. Nothing there. I know we got some trend lines. That's the Fukushima high. We got this trend line. Also got a pitchfork. We'll have to zoom out to see this pitchfork, and it's kind of right where 75-ish. We got to zoom out, really zoom out. So that's from the all-time low, all-time high, and our 2016 low of 1850. As you can see, we kind of danced below it, regained it, shot up, cracked it, did another impulse higher, and now we're gonna test this angle again. I know I could adjust the Andrews pitchfork and do the 50%, but looking at the peaks and the troughs and all that, it doesn't really do much. I just want to see how long and what is the long period time when uranium spot price is above this angle. So far, when you saw this, it was really good. Came below it. Now, let's see if we can regain it and just maybe go sideways to higher holding this. You see here, it didn't do it. It did eventually crept up and got back in. So this is just an angle that I like to see. When I know it's below, it's because it's weak. And when it's above it, like this, is super strong. So now we're going to retest it, and let's see what happens. In conjunction with the projection indicating sideways to lower, if it's going to be weak, it's going to take it out. And it's going to do it, you know, in conjunction with the turning points. So we will have to see if it's going to follow the projection, break it. But if it doesn't, and my cycles and my forecast is wrong, it will not violate that angle. It'll bounce off of it and continue going higher. All right, let's go to our last clip. Okay, so this is the last clip. This is more my master chart, but in regards to geometry. So I'm using the Gann fans. You can see we're still above the 45, but below the 1x2. It'll take a while before we get some action there. We're below the 45, but above the 1x2 here from the low. Nothing really there. The ellipse, we haven't really cracked the ellipse. So it'll be interesting to see once this corrects that maybe we could get out of this ellipse and maybe test 100 or 106. That was the actual high. Here's a Gann square that I'm using, and it's from the low to the high. Here's your midpoint 71. You want to watch that. Let's see. And from the 2016 to 2007 high pivot points, we're already below the midpoint, which is 77, 75-ish. UX2 is somewhere around 79, so it's kind of fluctuating within the midpoint there. Fibonacci, same thing, 71.66. Right now it's above it. 71.36, it's below it. Advanced support, nothing really there. Things are far parallel lines. You're right at the middle. Nothing on the ellipse there with the Fibonacci. Let's see, advanced support. There's some support here at 73.22. That could be support. Eventually be watching that in the next couple of months. Gann fans, this is from the 2016 low. You're still good. As long as you don't violate the 45, which is the 1x1, I think you're good. And I think the last one here is from this swing point down. You have support here around 74.97. So let's see if that holds for December. I think that's it. I don't really have much, but I wanted to cover the uranium spot just to kind of, keep you informed in regards to what the cycles are showing. In the next video, I'll be trying to post tomorrow. We'll be covering the equities. Look what the equities are looking compared to the uranium spot forecast. And we'll also be looking at the uranium futures. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the uranium spot price.